Hello boys and girls! Today I wanted to film a video like outside, now because the weather is pretty. Do you see that? Do you see that? But yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about studying in Germany. I'm coming up to my last semester, and there's I still get so many questions and DMs about what it's like, how can I apply, la la la. And I just kind of wanted to share some of my thoughts, seeing that I'm almost done. I just think there's certain expectations that are maybe a bit too high. I don't know if that's even right. I probably shouldn't say that. There's certain expectations that I think a lot of people have about studying in Germany. And don't get me wrong, like, the system is really great. Tuition fees, what tuition fees, unless you're at a private university. As I said, like, it never exceeds 150 euros per semester, and so that's twice a year, which is pretty incredible. I just feel like, I think growing up and you always have these expectations of university and like this well-knit, institution, and you're gonna make lifelong friends, and there are gonna be so many different activities you can get involved in. At the LMU, for me personally, that just hasn't been the case. Maybe I just didn't push myself to be as involved in certain things, but I think it's really kind of an introvert's dream in a sense, because if you don't want to interact with people, you don't have to interact with people. So you can literally go to class and then just go straight home without anybody ever really knowing that you were there, if that makes sense, because you're not forced to be social. They do have certain groups and what do they even call those, like student body thingies that you could get involved in, but it's just not as present or as in your face as I think it is with other universities, from like friends and like experiences that I've heard them share, which I think is maybe a little bit of a downside, because like I've been there for 3 years almost now, and to say that I have this true sense of like an LMU experience in that sense, I just didn't have that really. The main building is where like the majority of the action is, I guess, and the majority of the classes that I've ever had there were for my minor, and those are like, you just go in, have your class, maybe go to the bathroom, and then you leave again. And like during summer it's nice to sit outside and have that experience, but overall, even Daniela, she was in the last My Life in Munich episode, and it was funny because we've been in class for almost 3 years together now. Of course we had different courses, so we didn't always see each other, but we were only friendly enough to say like hi if we passed each other in the hallway. So unless you're working in a group with somebody, you don't see them. As I was saying, like even Daniela, like having the coffee with her, I didn't know anything about her. There's certain classes that you'll have with people and you guys may be friendly, or you may be in a group together and then you become friends on Facebook, or you follow each other on Instagram, and then that's somehow how you truly get to know them, because if you don't have a class with them, or you're not forced to be in a group with somebody, there's no real occasion to just like, hi, so what's going on? And I think I was talking about, he's filming me, I think as it relates to, oh gosh, and she was even saying like she's maybe made 2 or 3 friends, like solid friends at university, but all her other friends are from her work or from her school before coming to university. And that's just been the case with a lot of people that I've spoken to, and the majority of the friends or associates that I've made and become friendly with, to say be social with, outside of school, that has happened within the past 6 months, maybe up to a year. But so I think that is kind of a downside, the social aspect, but again, it's really up to you if you want to push and be social. But to say that there's a forum where you meet people and you have that experience is just really not there, and I'm not sure if it's different at other universities. Especially coming from the Caribbean, we have had to do, and it's just a comparison I think, because since I was in 4th form, which is maybe 15, 16, we've always had like proper assignments in the sense of like IAs, which is an internal assessment, or school-based assessment, which would be like not a Thesenpapier, but like a Hausarbeit in Germany. And like we had to do like include footnotes and a bibliography, and have properly structured paragraphs and sentences with a topic sentence, thesis statement, all these different things. And I'm not sure if it's just because of the language, difference in language, because there's certain conventions when you're writing in English versus writing in German. And up to this day, we're in our last few semesters. Some of our professors are still asking us, do you guys know how to write a thesis statement? What is a thesis statement? Do you guys know how to structure a paragraph in an essay? And we've even had a class called academic writing that was dedicated to writing structures. But I really think it could be just the English versus German structural thing. But still, even when asked if the kids studying with me had ever written proper Hausarbeit, and the answer was typically yes, once or twice, but never a full yes, like we've done this, we have experience doing this, which I think is kind of interesting.